Welcome to the course Internet of Things. I'm Dr. Sandrilla, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Sacred College, Tirupattur. So this is the syllabus that we are going to handle for this course. And the textbook that we are going to use here is from Jiva Joe's Internet of Things, Kanna publication, which was published in the year 2018, and Vijay Madhisati and Arshdeep Baha, Internet of Things. It's an hands-on approach, which was got published in the year 2014. So let me introduce to you a very fascinating and revolutionary technology that is transforming the way we interact with the world around us. That is the Internet of Things or IoT. You might be wondering what exactly is Internet of Things? Think of it as a vast network of everyday objects and devices that are connected to the internet, allowing them to communicate, share data, and work together in ways we could have only imagined before. So let's picture this. Your alarm clock wakes you up in the morning, but it also communicates with your coffee maker to brew your favorite blend of coffee just the way you like it. As you head to class, the street lights adjust their brightness based on the traffic, saving energy while ensuring your safety. At school, sensors monitor the classroom environment, optimizing temperature and lighting for our ideal learning setting. This is the magic of IoT. It's all about creating a smart, interconnected world that makes our lives more efficient, convenient, and enjoyable. So you might ask me how this IoT affect us or why should I care this? Well, that's an important and excellent question. This IoT touches numerous aspects of our lives, and as the next generation of leaders and innovators, understanding this IoT is essential for our future. Because beyond the classroom, IoT plays a significant role in various industries, including healthcare, transportation, agriculture, and more. It has the power to address pressing global challenges from environmental sustainability to improving healthcare accessibilities. So it is very important to know the basic introduction of IoT. Imagine a world where your home thermostat adjusts itself according to your preferences. Your car alerts you when it needs maintenance. Your refrigerator tells you when you're running low on groceries. This interconnected reality is made possible only by means of Internet of Things. So what this actually do is it transforms the various industries from healthcare and agriculture to manufacturing and transportation, making them more efficient, cost effective, and sustainable. It has a potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. It creates a smarter and more connected world. So that is the basics of Internet of Things. So this is in short, if I have to tell you about this, is it is a fundamental idea is to create a world where objects can interact, communicate, and work together without the requiring human interventions. So this interconnected network allows or gathers the real-time data and ability to make informed decisions based on this data. So that is simply called as Internet of Things. So we have to know the background of this, which was coined in the year 1999 by Kevin Ashton, who described IoT as in such a way that he has explained that we had computers that knew everything that was know about things. So simply to say in this scenario, it describes the envisions a world where we have highly advanced computers or artificial intelligence systems that possesses complete knowledge about everything obtained through data gathering without human intervention. In this context, it explores the potential benefits of such a system and how it could lead to reduce waste, loss, and cost. So, this is the volume of internet transactions all over the world in 1 minute. See what happens in a single minute on the internet. 3.8 million Google searches, 1 million Facebook logins, 4.5 million video views, 46K new Instagram posts, and much more. This is what is happening each and every single second in the world. This is how the volume of internet transaction is happening in a 60 second. So, coming to the characteristics of IoT, it has various characteristics which are depicted here is the fundamental things. So, telling you about the interconnectivity, things related services, heterogeneity, dynamic changes, enormous scale, safety, connectivity, ambient intelligence. So, what do you mean by this interconnectivity? So interconnectivity is nothing but it can be interconnected with a global information and communication infrastructure. So things related services. So this is capable of providing thing related services within the constraints of things such as privacy protection and semantic consistency among physical things and the associated virtual things. And next comes the heterogeneity. So here the device in the IoT are heterogeneous. This is based on different hardware platforms and networks. They can interact with other devices or service platforms through different networks. That is mean this heterogeneity. And the next comes the dynamic changes. This is a state of device which change dynamically. For example, sleeping and waking up, connected or disconnected, as well as the context of devices, including location and speed. Moreover, the number of devices can change dynamically. And the thing is, next one is enormous scale. So this is a number of devices that need to be managed and that communicate with each other will be at least an order of magnitude larger than the devices connected to the current internet. And the next one is safety. This includes the safety of a personal data as well as the safety of a physical well-being. And the last one is connectivity, which enables the connection between the network accessibility and compatibility. Accessibility is getting on a network, while compatibility provides the common ability to consume and produce data. So these are considered to be the basic or the fundamental characteristics of IoT. So next comes the application of IoT. So the applications of IoT are found in almost all domains of life. It includes from the business, manufacturing, healthcare, retail, security, transport, and other domains. The applications of IoT in key areas are described below. The first one is smart home. So in this concept, it is possible to switch on, say for example, the air conditioning before reaching your home or switching off the lights even after you have left home. So this makes your smart home. The smart home has become the revolutionary ladder of success in the residential spaces, and it is a predicted smart homes will become common as smartphones. And the next comes the wearables. So this is an explosive demand in markets all over the world. Companies like Google, Samsung or etc. have invested heavily in building such devices. So these wearable devices are installed with sensors and softwares which collect the data and information about the users. And the next comes is the connected cars, or which is also called the smart cars. So here the digital technology has focused on optimizing the vehicle's internal functions. So here the attention is growing towards enhancing in car experiences. So the connected car in a vehicle which is able to optimize its own operation, maintenance, as well as comfort of passengers using onboard sensors and internet connectivity is ensured. And the next comes is a smart industry. So here, this is a new buzz in the industrial sector, which is also termed as IIoT, which is Industry Internet of Things. So here it empowers using a industrial engineering with sensors, software, and big data analytics. So this IIoT is that smart machines are more accurate and consistent than humans in communicating through data. And the next comes is the smart cities, which is another powerful application of IoT, which generates curiosity among world's population. So here we have smart surveillance, automated transportation, smarter energy, management systems, water distribution, urban security, and these are some of the examples of Internet of Things application for smart cities. So this will solve major problems faced by the people living in the cities of pollution, traffic, and shortage of energy supplies. And next is a smart agriculture. So here it is an increment in world's population which demands for food supply is extremely raised. So governments are helping farmers to use advanced techniques and researchers to increase food production. So this smart agriculture or smart farming is one of the fastest growing fields in IoT, and farmers are using meaningful insights from the data to yield better returns on investments. So next is a smart retail. It is a potential of IoT in the retail sector is enormous. So this IoT provides an opportunity to retailers to get connected with the customers to enhance the in-store experiences. So next is the energy management. So the power grids of the future will not only be smart enough, but also highly reliable. So this smart grid concept is becoming very popular all over the world. The basic idea behind this energy management or the smart grid is to collect the data in an automated fashion and analyze the behavior of electricity consumers and suppliers for improving efficiency as well as economics of electricity usage. And next comes the smart healthcare, which is connected with the healthcare. It remains as a sleeping giant of the Internet of Things applications because the concept of connected healthcare system and smart medical devices bear enormous potential, but just for companies, but also for the well-being of people in general. So this healthcare will have a massive in the coming years, and healthcare is aimed at empowering people to live healthier life by wearing connected devices. And next comes the smart poultry and farming. This is a livestock monitoring is about animal husbandry and cost saving. So here it gathers the data about the health and well-being of the cattle, and it will know early about the sick animal which can be pulled out and help prevent the large number of sick cattle. So in such way, it has helped in collecting the data, and ranchers can increase the poultry production. And next one is the smart dusts. This consists of sensors at the nanotechnology level. They are computer smaller than a grain of sand, and it can be sprayed or injected almost anywhere to measure chemicals in the soil or to diagnose problems in human body. So these devices are the future for anything from global weather management to smart city monitoring. Maybe they are a single package with sensing, computation, communication, and power to collect other data and report it back to the home base. So in variety of things, this Internet of Things has been used. So next comes the Internet of Things categories. So this can be classified into two categories. One is industrial Internet of Things, which is already termed as IIoT, and consumer Internet of Things. So this industrial Internet of Things, consider if a factory equipment has sensors connected to the internet, then it is part of industrial Internet of Things. In an industrial Internet of Things, a device is connected both on IP network and the global network. So here, the connectivity between the node is done using regular as well as industry-specific technology. So IoT is important but not critical, while the IIoT failure often results in life-threatening or other emergency situations. So this IIoT provides an unprecedented level of visibility throughout the supply chain. So next comes the consumer IoT. Here, if a thermostat or refrigerator is connected to the internet, then it is a part of the consumer IoT. So IoT devices communicate within the locally networked devices and communication to outside internet, which is done through a gateway. So here a local communication communication is done through say for example Bluetooth, Zigbee or Wi-Fi. The consumer IoT has an impact on end consumers. So this consumer IoT refers to a use of smart objects which are everyday things from cars and home appliances where we are interconnected with the internet. So these are the basic components of Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things should have the thing itself, the thing or the device itself. That is the device or gadget that ought to be a sensor or actuator. And the second one is it should have a local network, and that local network can include a gateway which translates the proprietary communication protocols to internet protocols. And next is the internet or the cloud, and the fourth one is the backend services, that is enterprise data systems or PCs or mobile devices or some user interfaces. So these are the major components of IoT. So that is what is the first thing is the Internet of Things. It can be a gadget or that had to be a sensor or the actuator. The local network, that can be a gateway which translates the communication protocol to the IP, that is internet protocol. Then the internet or the cloud, and then the backend services, which can be a PCs or the mobile devices which acts as a user interface. So IoT enablers and connectivity layers. So this IoT enablers can be looked upon based on three factors, namely implementation perspective, connectivity method, and then enabling technologies. So the implementation perspective includes smart industries, smart homes, smart factories, smart vehicles, smart healthcare, and etc. And this connectivity method in Internet of Things includes Zigbee, RFID, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and then big data, machine learning, deep learning, fog computing, etc. And this connectivity methods and the enabling technologies will be explained completely, where this will have the simplifies the creation of Internet of Things applications. So this will reinvent completely into a new standard of Web of Things, which reuses existing and well-known web standards used in the programmable web, or in the semantic web, or in the real-time web, or in the social web. So from the developer's perspective, the WOT, that is Web of Things, enables access and control over IoT. So that is what is given. So this is the baseline technologies that we use under IoT. So there are various baseline technologies that are very closely related to IoT. They include machine-to-machine M2M communication, C2P, that is cyber physical systems, and Web of Things. Thank you.